Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, LMG here. Today I'll be bringing you Beat Cop, a pre-alpha preview. Like to start, there's not really any graphical options right now. This game is by 11-bit studios, you know, This War Mine. Really a great game in itself. This is actually pretty good. It's got a little bit of cutscene though. I'm going to warn you, this game probably going to be a little bit controversial at the time. I think if this game was released maybe a couple months ago, I don't think there'd been much of a problem, but yeah, this is kind of like an 80s beat cop show. I'm gonna see like a little Miami Vice going on there. Yeah, you're a detective, and you busted down to a beat cop. Now, I gotta warn you guys now, I did have to actually edit some of this out. Yeah, it's gonna be a little controversial considering all that's going on, you know, in the States and everything. Lays down the law. One ticket at a time. Yeah, this game is a little controversial. If you have trigger words, this might cause it. But I actually had to do a little bit of editing, and I'll explain that later on when we get to that part. I don't think all of it was not quite safe for YouTube there. Yeah, it's coming out this fall. This is a pre-alpha copy I got, so there's going to be more incoming. They're going to add more content as well. Yeah, you can pre-order now. Beat Cop game got Tom. Day one. Actually, this goes through about 28 days. I played through the majority of this. Haven't quite yet finished it. Yeah, that's our new sergeant. We used to be, Jack Kelly. We actually used to be a detective. Then we screwed something up. And got busted down to beat cop. Yeah, I warn you. The language, pretty foul at times. Okay, and one of the sergeants talking all through this. Kind of get our notes. Yeah, everybody is supposed to get 10 tickets today. We don't have to get anything. We're just learning the ropes of our beat, as it were. Yeah. One thing I do want to clarify, I want to be totally transparent on this channel. I just want to let you know we're all totally crowdfunded and, you know, Patreon, Twitch donations, etc. I just want to know that some of my people that support me do play CSGO. I do not play it myself. Just want to get that out in the air. And also that I... Pogs for Goblins. Also, do visit that website. Alright, guys, you need to write this down. I think we have to visit about 5 places. And I will actually talk about, when we get more into it, it's kind of just easier to see. I mean, maybe from my point of view, it seems very controversial all the time, especially, you know, everything going on in the States. But yeah, we've got to visit the Hard Rock Cafe, Eagles Pizza, the liquor store, Adaminsky's Deli, and Crank's Drugstore. Also going to visit the electronics store and the pawn shop. Precinct 69. I think it's the guy from Police Academy. Yeah, this guy's Police Academy on it. I didn't really notice that next to the NYPD sign. Pray for the boss's favor. Get out there. Go, go, go. Now we gotta beat it. This is gonna actually bring about... It's a bit of a spoiler because there's a lot of story stuff. Well, you've already been told everything. Visit everyone and introduce yourself. Yeah, today we're going out with Fat Mike. That's actually what he wants us to call him. Yeah, they're looking down on us because we're not a detective anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I didn't finish. I think we have 21 days. I think I'm about day 12 right now, so. Every day usually ends about 5:55-ish. Look up, I have nothing to do with this. Yes, sir. So, yes, sir. Yeah. You're Polly? Kelly. Jack Kelly. Whatever. Call me Mike. Fat Mike. Do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. So I babysit you today. I want to get this over with. We're going to grab something. We're going to grab a bite to eat. Gonna go actually take out the deli today. Yeah, we gotta check in every day when we start. He probably doesn't give a fuck. That's true. And you just kind of left click, go to locations. And you can actually, you got a limited sprint too if you need to run after somebody. It goes down pretty fast though. So we're in the deli. Do apologize if I click through some of this stuff really. I don't think I really click. I think this is actually the dialogue speed. Stores speak to their owners. You do want to check in with everybody every day as you can. There's something up with that freezer later. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I don't plan to cover the rest of this. Just because it... God, I gotta do say this game does get slightly racist at times. But if there's enough outcry that people want me to, I, of course, will. I've been recording everything I've been doing, so... Yeah, notice as anytime we're going by the peep show, I will pretty much mute out the sound. Because what is really disturbing is I think they actually recorded pornography. So it sounds like pornography's playing when you're in there. I mean, just straight up, I had to edit it out. Kind of amusing, but I'm like, not quite YouTube friendly. This is the Italian place, of course. They're associated with the mob. This game pretty stereotypical of the 80s. 10 minutes have passed. Whenever you eat and do stuff, time does pass, you want to be aware. But eating's how you get your stamina up. And actually, a lot of places you can't eat for free. Because cops get free coffee and stuff. Next thing, this actually does remind me a lot of Papers, Please. It does quite a bit. You actually spend half the time. There's a lot of stuff going on the street, and that's they got to take care of. But you also got to make your ticket quota. We don't have a ticket quota today, but at times it can get kind of hairy, especially later. There's sometimes you got to do a certain number of parking tickets, a certain number. You got tire check, headlight check, etc. Yeah, we gotta check them. We gotta check meters. You can really actually usually see because it's a big red. It's got a big red thing. And actually, it's kind of weird because you just gotta click on that ticket book to actually get the ticket. I don't know how long that takes. The dope that I am to figure that out. I don't know how it works. Actually, right there you can check your reputation because you can't get a reputation with the mob, the people on the street, and the police. It can go up and down. Yeah, we just gotta click parking violation. You gotta issue the. You gotta make sure you get it right, otherwise you can get you will get fined for not getting it right. And actually, there's another thing, you gotta pay alimony too, alimony to your ex-wife. So you need about $300 every 3 days. And I gotta tell you, it's not that easy to get $300 on a policeman's salary. So occasionally you will probably have to do something. And actually, where this is, after you give the ticket, you can also be a total D-bag and tow their car. I mean, it's the law, I guess. And sometimes when you're giving tickets and stuff, people come up to you, try to talk you out of it. And then sometimes they'll even try to bribe you. I actually got a $100 bribe once, not giving a ticket. I'm like, you know what? That's okay with me. I'm all for that. I already had my ticket quota. So as long as you get your quotas. Yeah, we got a theft report at 6:07. Actually have the addresses up there, so we're actually pretty close. He's right there. And we just gotta click on our handcuffs. This is one of the things where I say the game's slightly racist, because I swear, like every person I've had to arrest on the street, the majority has been African American. I'm just putting that out there. Not everyone, but a vast majority. But remember, this is pre-alpha. Stuff may change. I think this is just it'll be a little bit of a controversial game. Yeah, so you just wait there for the actual cops to show up and arrest. We're almost like a meter maid. Okay, now we're gonna split up, and now I can go get my objectives. I don't have to worry about tickets today. Actually, he's already Fat Mike's taking his notebook back. so I can't do anything about that. No more tickets. Until about 4 o'clock. Yeah, we've got till 4. Yeah, this is the Hard Rick Cafe. I don't know what kind of cafe that is, but I think you get the idea by the sign in the background. Okay, free coffee on the house. That's nice. It's a little boutique. You can go in about almost every building in here except for the residential. You only go in the residential when you have a mission or something there. Yeah, we're just stopping through. I like the music. It does remind me a lot of Paper Please, as I said earlier. It's actually, as a game, I have found this quite well done. Quite well done. I've enjoyed it. It kind of keeps you on your toes because you got to get your quota. You got to pay the alimony, and there's a lot of dynamic events and stuff happening around the neighborhood. You're not gonna be able to get to everything. You can try to do your best. You can play a good cop. You can play a dirty cop. You will try to do your best. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to make some tough choices. You can only cover so much of this street corner. Yeah, see here, this is where anytime we go into the peep show or go past it, you will notice the volume is gone because I just cannot. I mean, I seriously think they just straight ripped that from a movie or something. I'm just like, maybe not. I'm gonna go check the meter. Unfortunately, I don't have. This is what I'm figuring out. I want to give a ticket, but oh, I took my notebook. I haven't got to use the gun thing yet. Cause I know you can click on the gun. I'd imagine if it's there, there's something. But then all the content is in. They do plan for more. Since this is planned to release, it does have a fourth quarter release, but they do say fall, so you never know. I think for the most part, it does seem pretty well done to me. And it's the jewelry store. Yeah, so eventually, sometimes, next couple days, they'll have a rash of thefts and stuff, and you gotta catch all the perps and stuff. But it's kind of weird. There's the hot dog guy. You can actually get a hot dog for a couple bucks, which will give you some of your stamina back because you need to. You get stamina runs out throughout the day, so you need to keep up your stamina. You need to eat, etc., so you can chase after the perps and stuff if you need to. It costs you about $3. It'll be your stamina. I don't think you can go into the car parts place. Yeah, gotta go back to the porn shop again. So we'll have the volume cut out again. Yeah, you just heard the first part of it. It gets really worse. And dialogue quite well written. My only problem with the game is it's actually a good game, but it does get slightly racist. Because I was talking about earlier about all those rational thefts. You have to catch everybody. Everybody is African American in that one. I just I know it's typical 80s, but maybe we could switch it up a little bit. I can see some people having a problem with this game, but the mechanics are nice. I do enjoy it, and I do enjoy the story. I do plan to play through the rest of this throughout the week, and likewise, if you want me to do more, I will, of course, respond to fans and everything. I'm just walking around the neighborhood. Go check out Crank's drugstore. Yeah, that guy is German. So I was happy to help. Presser bought a lot of medicine for embarrassing ailments. No, Fat Mike did not. Discretion guaranteed. Go check out the Moonwalk Diner. You can get usually get free coffee in the morning, and then you can get dinner later at night. But it's about $30. It's about $30, which on our salary, that's got to be a pretty good meal for $30. Yeah, we checked in there. Let's get out of there. It's about 1 o'clock. So we got about 3 hours. And we're gonna pop into the church as well. And we're about to the end of the street. There's about 3 more businesses to check out. And eventually we'll visit these people on and off. They will keep their eyes open for anything going on in the streets. Look to our spirits. Get to the phone booth now. Sergeant Hollywood wants to talk to you. Suggest you hurry, so we gotta get that phone booth. Remember, this is the 80s. We have phone booths. We don't have cell phones. It's like, why don't I get a police car? But we're a beat cop, I guess, so that's why we walk. That's all. Yeah. Got a little bit of saucy language. I like it though. I don't mind it in my games. I'm sure we're born in it. See, once again with the racism. Yeah, it's our ex-wife. Because apparently the sergeant is also our father-in-law, or ex-father-in-law. So we got to pay about $300. I think it's either it's game over if we don't pay $300 every 3 days, which is kind of rough because, like I said, you won't make that on the policeman's salary unless, like, you write a severe amount of good tickets. So I don't think anything really horribly wrong about taking a $100 bribe not to write a ticket, though. For a parking ticket, meh. Maybe it's my low morals. Not really sure. Yeah, make fat your butts. A pack of donuts? I'm not that kind of cop. Everyone says that. It's very good. What? It is a good donut. Okay, can't go into the dental place. There's some of those buildings we'll go into. Let's head into the pawn shop. Everything's legit. The first thing they say to you, everything's legit. It's probably not. I'm just putting that out there. Sometimes there's something worth buying. A good offer. Okay. We'll head over to the electronics store. He's got boom boxes. Oh, I remember the boom box. I used to have a boom box. Pretty fancy one. The tapes. I haven't even when I was younger. I actually had a 8-track player. God, that was the height of technology right there. Sounds like 8-track never made a comeback. I'm trying to run a little bit, but yeah, stamina doesn't go far. So you gotta be close to a perp to actually get him. Oh, got somebody to talk to. Commissioner, don't you know the ranks? He's a reasonable. The boss wanted to tell you he's a reasonable man. Yeah, 'cause there's a gang too that sells drugs on the street. I didn't really want to tick them off. Yeah, sometimes you see them a kid running out of an alley, being chased by a man. I don't know if that's our problem. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. We got to get over there. I think time's kind of stopped for this one, though. Sorry. Once again, have to mute the sound when we go past the peep show. My daddy says you guys take bribes on the side. Well, occasionally. Check your watch, yeah. Anytime you're having a conversation, it does actually stop the time. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, we'll actually go talk to Fat Mike. Actually, wrap this up. In conclusion, I actually think this is actually a pretty good game. Gonna be a little bit controversial, but I really enjoyed this war of mine. This reminds me a lot of Papers, Please, and ow! Cop down! Officer down! Return fire. Ow. R.I.P. Fat Mike. R.I.P. buddy. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if you want me to cover this more. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I did find this game quite well done. Pretty much bug-free. I haven't found anything yet. I'd say about halfway through it right now. KKK news. I did not actually notice that the first time. Wow. Okay, you should get your daily recap here. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.